Hello, Yankees Nation. Welcome back to your go-to channel, New York Yankees News Network. Today, we're diving into some red-hot updates about our Bronx Bombers that hit the wire just a few hours ago. We've got a jam-packed lineup for you. First, a massive contract extension out west that's got implications for our postseason dreams. Then, a heart-pounding clash where our bats woke up too late against a familiar foe. And finally, Giancarlo Stanton breaking his silence on that torpedo bat controversy tied to his elbow woes. If you're a true Yankees fan, you won't want to miss a second of this. And if you're new to the channel, please smash that like button and subscribe so you can stay locked into all things Yankees. We're talking fresh, breaking news straight from the diamond, so let's not waste another moment. Time to dive into the first big story of the day. Update 1. Diamondbacks lock up Ketel Marte with massive extension, a Yankees rival to watch. All right, Yankees fans, let's kick things off with a blockbuster move that's shaking up the National League West. And trust me, it's got our Bronx Bombers written all over it. The Arizona Diamondbacks just signed their all-star second baseman, Ketel Marte, to a monster 6-year, $116.5 million extension. This deal tacks on 2 extra years and $64 million to his existing contract, keeping him in the desert through 2030 with a player option for 2031. Now, you might be thinking, why does this matter to us? Well, Marte's a name that's burned us before, and this signals Arizona's doubling down to become a perennial contender. Maybe even a postseason nightmare for the Yankees. Let's dig into the details. Marte, who's 31, had an absolute career year last season. Picture this: 36 home runs, 95 runs batted in, and a 155 OPS plus, all while playing just 136 games due to nagging back and left ankle injuries. This guy still finished third in the National League Most Valuable Player race and snagged a Silver Slugger award. He's a force, plain and simple. And now, with this extension, he's set to cash in big. $14 million this season, $15 million in 2026, $12 million in 2027, $20 million in 2028, and $22 million in both 2029 and 2030. Oh, and that 2031 player option, $11.5 million. Plus, he's got some sweet incentives. $3 million every time he lands in the top 3 of most valuable player voting, and $2 million if he finishes between 4th and 7th. That's a guy who's got every reason to keep raking. But here's where it gets real for us Yankees fans. Arizona's general manager Mike Hazen didn't mince words in spring training. I want as many at-bats as possible from Ketel Marte. I want him up in every single big situation. I want him to win the most valuable player this year. And Marte's not alone. The Diamondbacks are building a fortress. They've locked up right-hander Brandon Pfaadt with a 5-year, $45 million deal. Shortstop Geraldo Perdomo with a 4-year, $45 million extension. And reliever Justin Martinez with a 5-year, $18 million pact. All since spring training started. Add in their off-season splash with ace Corbin Burnes at 6 years, $210 million. And their total new commitment for this core is a staggering $172 million, not counting Burnes. That's a team with 6 primary pieces under control through at least 2029, some even into the early 2030s. Now, let's connect the dots to the Yankees. Just yesterday, April 1st, 2025, the Diamondbacks beat us 7-4, with Burnes striking out 8 in his debut. And today, Marte kicked off their latest game against us with a leadoff walk, setting the stage for a 4-3 nail-biter we'll unpack later. This extension isn't just Arizona's news. It's a warning shot. They made the World Series in 2023 and nearly snagged a wild card spot last year. With Marte locked in, they're a team that could cross our path in October for years to come. So, Yankees Nation, what's our move? Do we counter with a blockbuster of our own to keep pace? Maybe extend a star like Aaron Judge or bolster our rotation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how you'd handle this rising threat. That's the first update, Yankees Nation. We've got two more electric stories on deck. A ninth-inning rally that fell just short against Arizona today, and Giancarlo Stanton's latest take on his torpedo bat drama. We have a lot more to cover. Update 2. Yankees' ninth-inning heroics fall short in heartbreaking loss to Diamondbacks. All right, Yankees Nation, let's jump into our second big update of the day. And this one's a roller coaster that'll have you on the edge of your seat. Just hours ago, on April 2nd, 2025, our Bronx Bombers took on the Arizona Diamondbacks at Yankee Stadium, and despite a late-game surge, we fell just short in a 4-3 nail-biter. This marks our second straight loss to Arizona after dropping yesterday's game 7-4, and it's got us itching to avoid a sweep tomorrow. So, what went down? Let's break it all apart. The game started rough for us, with Carlos Rodón on the mound facing an early onslaught. 3 batters in, Arizona's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. crushed a 2-run homer to the second deck in, left off an 0-2 four-seam fastball. Ouch. That came after Ketel Marte, fresh off that 6-year, $116.5 million extension we just talked about, drew a leadoff walk. Rodón's troubles didn't stop there. In the second, he walked Eugenio Suarez, then couldn't handle a comebacker from Gabriel Moreno that turned into a single. A ground out and a sacrifice fly from Geraldo Perdomo made it 3-0, and Marte's base hit up the middle pushed it to 4-0. Rodón settled down after that, retiring 10 straight over his final 4 innings, even shaking off a liner off his right arm from Marte in the 5th. But that early 4-run hole, it loomed large. Meanwhile, Arizona's Zach Gallen was dealing. He limited us to 3 hits over 6 2/3 shutout innings, striking out 13, 7 of the last 9 he faced. Aaron Judge, who'd been unstoppable earlier this season, whiffed 5 times in a row across yesterday and today before a 9th-inning single. Our bats were quiet until the very end. Cody Bellinger and Judge finally got us going in the 9th with back-to-back singles off A.J. Puck, but Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s fly ball died in the wind. Then Anthony Volpe stepped up and blasted a 3-run homer with 1 out, cutting it to 4-3. The stadium erupted. Hope was alive. But Austin Wells popped out, and Jason Dominguez struck out to end it. So close, yet so far. Here's the silver lining. Yoendris Gomez gave us 3 shutout relief innings to save the bullpen, and Rodón's late resilience showed grit. But this loss stings, especially with Marte and Perdomo, both locked up long-term by Arizona, making us pay. It's a wake-up call as we face Gallen's rotation mate tomorrow. What do you think, Yankees fans? Can we bounce back and avoid the sweep, or are the Diamondbacks just too hot right now? Hit the comments with your takes. I'm all ears. Update 3. Giancarlo Stanton shuts down torpedo bat rumors, but questions linger for Yankees fans. All right, Yankees Nation, we're wrapping up today's updates with a juicy story straight from the Bronx. Giancarlo Stanton's breaking his silence on that torpedo bat drama, and it's got us all talking. Just hours ago, on April 2nd, 2025, Stanton addressed reporters about whether his use of the now infamous torpedo bat last season sparked the tendon issues sidelining him this year. He's on the injured list with epicondylitis, aka tennis elbow, in both arms, and fans have been buzzing since he hinted last month at bat adjustments as a possible culprit. So what did he say today? Let's dive in. Stanton wasn't giving us the full scoop. "You're not going to get the story you're looking for," he told the press. "If that's what you guys want, that ain't going to happen." Classic Stanton, keeping it cryptic. He confirmed he used the torpedo bat last season and plans to swing it again once he's back from the injured list, where he's currently getting platelet-rich plasma injections and hitting off a machine ahead of a minor league rehab stint. But he flat out dodged linking it to his elbow woes. This bat, designed by former Yankees analyst Aaron Leanhart, has taken the league by storm since our March offensive explosion last year spotlighted it. It's legal under Major League Baseball rules. A smooth, round stick, max 2.61 inches in diameter, with a cupped end up to 1 1/4 inches deep. No issues there. So why is this a big deal for us Yankees fans? Stanton's a cornerstone of our lineup when healthy, and his absence has us leaning hard on guys like Aaron Judge and Anthony Volpe, who we saw battle in that 4-3 loss to Arizona today. Last season, Stanton's power was unreal, but these injuries raise questions. Did the torpedo bat's unique design, maybe its weight or grip, mess with his swing mechanics? He's not saying, but the timing's suspicious. The bat spread to teams like the Twins and Rays and even Arizona's Ketel Marte, who just signed that massive extension, could be swinging one soon. For us, it's about getting Stanton back in pinstripes, healthy and mashing. What do you think? Should he ditch the torpedo bat to play it safe, or is this just bad luck? Drop your hot takes below. I'm dying to hear your thoughts. That's a wrap, Yankees Nation. We've covered the Diamondbacks locking up Ketel Marte, our gut-wrenching 4-3 loss today, and Giancarlo Stanton's torpedo bat mystery, all fresh from April 2nd, 2025. What a day for our Bronx Bombers. If you loved these updates, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a beat from New York Yankees News Network. Tell me in the comments, what's your big takeaway from today, and what do you want to see next? Let's keep the conversation rolling. Until tomorrow, stay loud, stay proud, and let's go Yankees.